Charles Kofi Wayo is a household name in Ghana. The international businessman and politician spent 42 years in the United States, but decided to finally settle in his native Ghana to help build the country. He thus formed the United Renaissance Party, URP, and even though he failed to clinch the presidency, Kofi Wayo continues to be a relevant factor to the politics of Ghana, forcefully making his voice heard on almost every aspect of Ghanaian life. We are privileged to have on the lines, joining us from Accra, Ghana, Mr. Eric Charles Kofi Wayo, to share some insights with us. My singular honor to welcome you to SaharaTV, Chuck.
Yeah, I am in a village called Asikan in the eastern region. There's no light here, no water, no nothing, man. So I brought some cutlasses to the farmers, and I'm helping them here to build a clinic because they just die. They have no emergency system. Vehicles don't come here. The roads look like goddamn craters on the moon, man. And it's really bad here.
Well, yeah, that's a very grim picture. But let me start with the economy, Chuck. We hear news of a failing economy. Is this really the case, and what do you think is accounting for this?
See, the tragedy of this whole time is they keep talking about economy. Look, foreigners own our gold. They own our oil. They own our cocoa. You understand? They own every time we have. And the World Bank is the new slave master. They control every time here. And because our people, the so-called educated class, the criminal class, they go to school to learn how to be stupid. The white man is born stupid already, and he goes to school to learn. But we Africans, we're born stupid, and we go to learn how to be even more stupid. You have gold. Gold is the basic of currency since time immemorial. But you don't own any of the gold. Why? Why? So what is the economy? The economy, over 25% to 40% is begging, donor countries, so-called donors. Do you think somebody donated something to you because you got a pretty face? Huh? It's not a matter of racism, like you people will say. It's not racism. The white man is using his brains, and you refuse to use your brains, so you're going to lose it. It's as simple as that. It's got nothing to do with racism.
So the failing economy can be attributed to basically Ghanaians failing to use their brains.
There's no economy. Over 80%, 90% of the economy is in the informal sector. Market women, subsistence farmers, they don't get pension, they don't get nothing. You understand? The big men, they collect the taxes, they buy Pajeros, Land Cruisers, and they cruise around in a crowd, sucking up the gas. They get free electricity, free water. An American politician cannot even get a quarter of what they get here. Yet, we go and beg them for money. American senator will go to work on a bicycle or a train. Here, no, you won't do that. They'll tell you that, they got to show that they do their thing. But you're getting nothing. So you understand? But then, and the American way,
Hello, Chuck? Hello? We apologize that we just lost Chuck Kofi Wayo on the line right now. We're trying all we can to raise him back. And as soon as we're able to do that, we'll put him back on the line. But Kofi Wayo was basically talking about the economy and what, in his estimation, is causing the failing economy in Ghana. I am informed that we have Chuck back on the line. Hello, Chuck.
Yo.
Sorry, we lost you for a moment. Please continue.
Yeah. You go to America, I was telling them, you see young blacks standing in the street side, they're all holding onto their testicles, that? They're holding onto their testicles. So you know why? Because the white men are taking everything from there. All they got is their testicles. So they're holding on to it.
Okay, Chuck. Right? Let's move on to another subject that I know you hold very dear, the issue of sanitation. You refer to yourself as a son of Nima, and I know that you've done a lot of work to help with the sanitation situation in Nima. Generally, the news is that Accra is being drowned in filth. What is your own assessment?
That's the story in every African country. They don't understand sanitation. They're not interested. You understand? But the villages are more cleaner than the city because we have no management. You understand? We are not a technological people. You know, even our language, there's no word for maintenance. There is no word for maintenance. And the so-called educated class, instead of going to the people and teaching them, they're wearing suits, black suits in this 140-degree heat. You know, wearing suits and tie and driving jackals and Pajeros and Land Cruisers and have conferences. They have conferences on how to make condoms for mosquitoes to have sex. They have conferences on how to get cockroaches to fly. You know, useless stuff. They don't go to the people, you know, to give them water. Instead of giving them water, they'll tell you they build them a stadium. So I'm asking them, if you don't drink water, you'll die. So are you telling me you wait till they die and they can get up from the grave and go watch a football game? Why don't you give the people the basics? Give them, in America, they give you the basics. Then you can progress from there. You understand?
Yes,
then they
I
will
do.
accuse America, they would accuse Europe of discrimination. I mean, I don't understand. Have America landed troops in Ghana to prevent you from doing something for yourself? No, they send the World Bank, like in the old days, they send the what do you call it, the bishops and the pastors to come and pacify you. Now, you know, they can't do that anymore, so they send the World Bank. You have no
Chuck.
water, you know, sanitation,
okay, Chuck.
It doesn't exist.
Yeah, one thing I've really been itching to ask you is the situation, the security situation in the sub-region. Now, you as a former arms dealer, you are seen by many as an expert in this regard. What would be your advice to the regional leaders concerning issues like Boko Haram, Al-Shabaab, and all these other insurgents?
Well, listen, see, I grew up in the United States. You understand? And I believe only in Ghana so far. I'm not interested in Nigeria or Togo or whatever. I'm not interested. I'm interested in building my country first. I can't go to help somebody when I need myself. I need help. But you see the leaders of Nigeria. They captured 273 girls. The president, wasn't named Bad Luck Jonathan or whatever his name is, right? Instead of getting the governor of the state, right, get your security officers. How do you take 273 people and nobody saw you? How do you do that? And then now America, England to help you. American, he lives in New York, skyscrapers and everything. He don't know the jungle. How can they come and help you? So they got some electronic equipment. Come in the jungle. You don't know the jungle? Black man, is this what we're telling? We live in the jungle. We don't know it. So an American from Fifth Avenue or Michigan Avenue in Chicago, right? Or Beale Street in Tennessee, who never saw a jungle, you bringing him to find 273 girls, and why the girls are missing, you're given a reward of $300,000, lousy $300,000. When your daughter got married, you know, you gave 80 cars. Let's assume one car is $30,000. That's over $20 million, right? Plus 1,000 gold-plated iPhones to your daughter. And you're telling the world that for 273 taxpayers, you give only 300,000. Can't you see the African leader got a mental problem?
Chuck,
can't you see that?
I want to clarify something that you said. You said you're not interested in Nigeria, but the fact of the matter is that Boko Haram, for instance, is very volatile, and they are actually crossing the borders of Nigeria. If you had won the elections on the ticket of your party, you would probably have been the ECOWAS chairman by now, and then this would be your problem.
I never would join. No, I would never be that. I would never join that kind of stuff. Never. Never. What do I have? What is my army? Do I have jet fighters? Even helicopters we don't have. And I join ECOWAS for what?
Chuck,
and we don't even
from Lagos to Nigeria is just 4 hours by road. If there's a problem in Nigeria, it is potentially a problem in Ghana.
From America to Canada is just right across the bridge. Do America interfere in the affairs of Canada?
Well, I believe if there's I believe as a regional bloc, they would still be interested, Chuck.
Well, the bloc is useless. So what I'll do, I'll give my people water first, right? And then I'll give my people sanitation so they can live before I go talk big. I can't talk big when I don't have anything. We just like show. It's like in America when I was there. Black people, 5 of them will get together and buy a Cadillac. One drives it Monday, one drives it Tuesday, one drives it Wednesday, just to make show. You just make show. And you live in the ghetto. You're dumb, you know? I watch them, you know? After 200 years, they never learn.
Okay,
Something
Chuck.
wrong with the black man?
All right. Now let's talk about oil, because that's another area where you are very well knowledgeable. Ghana has hit oil.
We don't own it. It belongs to the white man.
Yes. So my question really to you is that people don't seem to see any direct benefits. What is happening with the oil situation? Do you know?
Kufuor, he signed the oil over to his white market. So we have to take it back. We'll have to take our gold back. We have to take our oil back and take our cocoa. The cocoa, instead of issuing a certificate to the farmer and give them stock in it, right, and buy our own cocoa, we'll go to England to borrow money to buy the cocoa. So the Africans don't benefit from the cocoa. Don't you understand that? Why do we have to go to England to raise money to buy our own cocoa? Why? And we 5 million people. About 24 million of them are farmers. You understand? You can't throw a bond for them and raise money to buy your own cocoa.
Okay.
And you're telling me you're a professor, Dr. Mwasam you're economist? You don't know nothing.
Chuck, let's talk about energy for a second. Definitely, that has nothing to do with any exterior forces, does it?
No, the World Bank controls everything here. They're the new slave master. They even sent a guy from American guy. His name is Yusufa Crooks. He proves to you that they are crooks. They're people. You understand? What they're doing here is a criminal act. In American law, they would be jailed. But the law here doesn't work. Everything here is bribe. You know, even Jesus Christ is afraid to come here. We're too corrupt. It's corruption galore. Work. Myself, I bought land, right? I have titles to the land. Then I found another guy later on, 10 years later, has titles to the same land, and nobody would arrest him. How do you give two land titles to 2 different people? And what do you call it? Nobody arrests them. Nobody arrests anybody. But the poor people, they're going to steal 1 kinky. They arrest them and give them 20 years. A kid stole just a $40 mobile phone. They give him 12 years. A woman in the village got 2 kids, and the husband hasn't come home for a week, so they were hungry. She went to somebody's farm and took 2 fingers of plantain. Just 2 fingers. They arrested her and jailed her for 5 years. Wow.
That does not sound good at all. Okay, now Chuck, the general elections. The general elections is 2 years away. What's the situation with the United Renaissance Party? Are you going to stand?
Well, what I found out, the party business in Ghana, like the rest of Africa, is a corrupt situation. When I formed the party, all the people came, all they want is money. So I sack all of them. They're corrupt. And when you go to the police, they'll tell you, oh, this is only a political case. Because the guy he took money. He got arrested. He said, no, you understand? So Mahama is a good guy. I know all of them. I've been with them. I campaigned with all of them. I was with Kufuor. All they want is money. They're not interested in the people. They're not. They don't go to London, eat kidney pie. They come to America to enjoy steaks. And then they kind of tell the people, we're working for you. Then the people also don't know the difference. So they they believe that the white man got the money and they got to go get it. So I'm telling them, don't you know white people suffer over there? A lot of white people can't eat. Do you think the white man gives you money because he don't like his own people? No, he gives you money for every dollar. He gets $30 back. It's a damn good investment. You understand? So Muhammad here feels for the poor.
Is that to suggest, Chuck? Hello, Chuck. Is that to suggest that you are dissolving the URP? No.
Listen. See, a party is not going to deliver these people. You're going to take an individual with determination and prepare to enforce the law. You're going to say enforce the law. Hey, you live in America, right? If the sign says, do not park here, and you park there, what happens?
You get a ticket.
You're damn right. But here, park, you can't get it. Right? A guy runs over, a Jaguar, run over a 4-year-old kid. He said, I'm a big man, you cannot arrest me. The police, and nothing ever happened. They kill for nothing.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Chuck Kofi Wayo. But before we go, can I ask you a somewhat personal question? I read somewhere that you are worth $30 million. Is this true?
Is that your problem? Hey, is that your problem?
No, it's not.
Is that your money? Why? See, that's the problem with black people. Why do you care what I have? That's my money. You go make your own. Don't ask me about it. But devil. Oh,
that's
why are you like that? I got my money. I work for it.
Chuck, the last statement was definitely not meant for me, I believe. I'm sure it was said in a light moment. But anyhow.
But why you want to, in America, you ask people how much you're worth. You tell them the taxman will take it all from you. You know that.
Chuck, yeah, you lived in the U.S. You know that if you're running for president, for instance, you definitely need to declare your assets. You know, so I mean, as a public figure.
When the time comes, I will declare it. When the time comes.
When the time comes. Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right, I hear you, Chuck.
All right, baby. Yeah.
I hear you, and thank you so much.
You're over there enjoying your hamburger. I'm here in the dark, no light, no water. And, you can't even have a hamburger here because the meat here is so hard because the cows, they all belong to fish clubs. They belong to, the exercise. So the meat is tough. Even my dog can't chew the meat. So.
Okay, Chuck. I really appreciate your time, and I appreciate your insights and everything. Thank you so much, and we'll definitely get back to you as and when the occasion arises. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Yes, that was Chuck Kofi Wayo, enigmatic Chuck Kofi Wayo, a Ghanaian politician, businessman, and a former arms dealer. He said, though, that he never sold arms to Africa. All his business, as far as the arms trade was concerned, was conducted outside Africa. That's what he says. Stay tuned. This is SaharaTV. There's more coming.